What's up, YouTube, man? It's your homeboy, whatever, man. Just coming at you again with the next cigar in this lineup here. In my series that I'm doing for the search for the best cheap cigar. Today, we have a Padilla Connecticut Fumas Torpedo. Um, I picked this up from Humidor Plus here in Columbus, Ohio, on the north side of Columbus, Ohio. They have a great 2 for 10 cigar selection. Actually, a great 2 for 20 as well. But I've been hovering in the 2 for 10 cigars, finding gems here and there. That's not the only place I found 2 for 10s, but their selection is so good and it rotates. You know, you find different things in there at different times. So yeah, I picked this up yesterday. I'm gonna give it a try. I tell you, it doesn't smell the most appealing, but what we're looking at here, you know, $5 cigar. It looks like online you can find these anywhere from, wow, it just closed out on me. I've seen them priced as high as $110 for a 20 pack, which is roughly, you know, $5.50 or something like that. A cigar, $5.75, somewhere in that range. But I've seen those same 20 packs on sale for $45, $44.99, which brings them down, you know, in the $2 price range. So, you know, $2 to $5, or say $2 to $6 is the range. So it definitely falls in the cheap cigar range. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna cut the tip, fire this bad boy up. And see what the smoking's like. Smells good while it's light in here. I ain't blazing it up, you know, keeping my distance. Trying to light it nice and smooth and evenly, which is not something that I always do. Got a lot of that tobacco that fell out from where I cut it that I just got all up in my mouth, but I won't judge the cigar on that. That's my bad. But I had to tell y'all in case y'all wonder what I'm doing. Like, oh, is the cigar that bad? No, it's not that bad. So I'm gonna get to smoking. I'll come back and I'm gonna actually tell you a little bit about the cigar, and I'll let you know, how it's going. What's up, y'all? Just checking back in. I'm in the second third of my cigar here. I just been puffing away. Sorry, I I didn't think to check in any sooner, but that's okay. You know, there's still plenty left here. So, man, this is a pretty good smoke, man. I'm enjoying this cigar. I'm gonna read you a description of it. I would like to point out. So when I do my reviews, what I do is, generally speaking, now sometimes I do go and look at descriptions and such before I start smoking, and then I take my notes as I smoke. But with this one, I didn't look it up at all before I started smoking. The only thing I looked up was I wanted to make sure that I had I could find it, the right name, because it just said Padilla on it or Padilla on it. So, I wanted to make sure I could find it online and everything. But I got my notes over there. So, well, one thing I will say is this: when I bought this in the store, the gentleman told me He had it labeled as mild to medium. Most Connecticut's fall, in the mild range. Um, he said it was a really good smoke, and I definitely agree with him, thus far. Um, some information on the cigar: Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, Honduras. Here is the description from I'm on Cigars International. The nutty Padilla deal is mind boggling, spleen tingling, gland pumping, eyes dilating, palm sweating, you name it. It's just an old fashioned great deal. I don't know why I read that part. Yeah, I don't know why. Anyway, Padilla Fumas blend showcases the same complex profile that took Padilla to the top. Difference is these are mixed filler and obscenely cheap, coming in silky Connecticut wrapper. And filled with a blend of tobaccos from Nicaragua's most notable regions. These mellow bodied handmaids are smooth and complex. Expect a rich, earthy cigar in true Padilla form with subtle notes of coffee cream and sweet spices. Yeah, that was their description. And I'm actually gonna read a couple customer reviews out of that. But so what the torpedo's 6.2 inches, 52 ring gauge. The construction's pretty good on it. Um, it's been solid. It hasn't ran, tunneled, canoed, none of that good old stuff. No unraveling. Burn nice and easy. Nice. This has a smooth and smoky draw. One that you don't have to fight for the smoke. One where you don't get too much smoke. I think this is about as perfect a draw on a cigar as you can get, to be honest, man. Definitely a, two thumbs up in that aspect. Um, I don't know what I didn't do was I did not track what time I started smoking this. So I'm not sure how long this has been burning. Probably 20 to 25 minutes would be my guess. And I'm still, in the second, third. So I'll tell you when I recorded me smoking, lighting this thing up, the very first thing that hit my mouth was the creamy taste to it. Definitely a creamy cigar. I like, and now that I've smoked into it a little bit more, I would like to describe it as. So I'm not a big coffee drinker, right? But it tastes like, to me, this cigar tastes like how I would make my coffee without sugar. So if I take my coffee and, put a little bit of cream in there, I'm not a regular coffee drinker, so um, I can't even describe to you how much cream I'm putting in there. I don't think I'm even consistent for when I do drink coffee, but it tastes like coffee and cream with no sugar. It definitely has that taste to it. It has hints of pepper at times. It's not real strong, but hints. Um, I'm not a big fan of peppery cigars, but this one, it blends well with the smoke. You got the pepper. You can taste a little bit of spiciness to it from some other spices. Again, definitely has the earthy tones to it. What stood out to me is the creaminess, the nuttiness to it combined. Kind of reminds me of butter pecan ice cream, man. My dad was a big fan of butter pecan ice cream when I was a kid. I wasn't a major fan of it, but it was all right. But I would eat it sometimes. Kid ice cream, you're gonna eat some butter pecan, even if you don't like it. Hell, it could be coconut ice cream, and I don't like coconuts. But as a kid, ice cream, I probably would have ate it. But anyway, tastes like butter pecan, man. It really tastes like butter pecan. That was also one of the first things I thought, and it's gone uh, throughout. These tastes. Um, when you talk about price, man. So when I was looking on these reviews and or looking online and such, I seen some advertisements that said you can find these as low as $1.75 a stick. Now they do come in other forms, Churchill, Robusto, along with the torpedo. So, I could see that. Maybe the Robustos being a little bit cheaper, but bought in volume. Um, Man, getting these at that $45 price for 20, it's in the bad stick to have in your collection, man. As an everyday go-to type smoke, save your more exotic, more expensive, or harder to find cigars, for special occasions or the weekend or something. I mean, if you're somebody who's a daily cigar smoker, this is a solid choice. Um, so far in this lineup, minus the Monte from Monte Cristo, like I always say, I don't know if them cigars should be priced that cheap. I did pick up another one off of the 2 for $10 though, when I was at Humidor Plus, so he's consistently selling them for that price. But um, thus far, man, ruling out that cigar, I would put this one in my top 2 so far in this lineup, man. This is a great smoke. It's definitely something that I'm gonna buy again. I stopped to run my mouth a little bit. It's still burning strong. Um, it's funny because when I initially smelled it, it didn't smell all that desirable. Um, but many cigars don't, in my opinion. It didn't smell as bad as that one. I can't even remember off the top of my head the one. I opened it up, I smelled it. I said, "Damn, this smells like a Swisher Sweet." But it didn't smoke like one. It ended up tasting way better, Or hell, I ain't never smoked a Swisher Sweet unless I smoked one when I was young and stupid or something like that. We used to buy them, to roll up what we used to roll up when I was younger. I don't do that no more, so I can talk about that. But yeah, man, like it didn't smell like a Swisher Sweet, but it didn't smell all that great. I've got cigars sitting in my cigar jar, man, that smell 50 times better than this cigar. But once you get to smoking it, taste, flavor, even the aroma as it's being smoked, it doesn't smell anything similar to what it smelled like before I lit it up. So, I don't know what's behind that, but again, man, great cigar, man, great. This is one, given the price, especially if you're getting them at that lower, around that $2 price point. Um, would you feel comfortable, buying these to smoke on like a 15-minute break, 30-minute break where you can't smoke the entire cigar? You don't want to waste one of your more expensive cigars, um, but you want to smoke something good, at least for as long as you can smoke it. And keep in mind, when I say these things, it's not like you can't, light it back up later. Save it and light the rest back up later. But if you had to buy it, toss it, given the price that you can get these for, um, I think it would be an excellent choice for that, especially if you're getting them at that lower price point. Um, Again, man, unless something changes here, and it would have to be something major, which I wouldn't expect. Um, I can't find anything bad to say about this cigar whatsoever. The only thing I got to drink right now, I'm gonna pair it up here with my good old Bullet bourbon. I wish I had. I'm gonna have to start keeping. I always have a bottle of a Bullet on hand. Um, I'm gonna start trying to keep a bottle of Uncle Nearest, great whiskey, great pairing with cigars. I'm gonna try to keep a bottle of Uncle Nearest on hand at all times. Weller, because it's readily available. Um, I don't know, man. I like the green label over the antique on the Weller, but that's just me. A lot of people like the antique. Um, and I always keep my bottle of bullets. So I'm gonna try to just keep a few on hand so I can switch up. You know, if you guys are those I don't know, hardcore people when it comes to what you should and shouldn't pair your cigar with, how you drink it. I'm drinking out of a plastic cup. You're probably mad at me. It's a whiskey cup though. I always poke fun at the people who are big on pairings, because I was in a group with some people, and it's like they want to talk shit about the shit that I would want to drink when I was smoking my cigars. But who cares, man? Drink what you want to drink. Ruins it. Blah blah blah. Okay, well I still enjoyed it. So, but anyway, that has nothing to do with this this cigar. Great smoke. Should anything change, I will come back and give you more. Maybe I'll just pause the video for a minute and I'll do a quick check-in, when I'm basically almost done, to let you know if anything different came up. So yeah, y'all, I'm just finishing this thing up here, man. Still smoking great. I'm down to the last third. Still not a single complaint, man. Great, great, great cigar. Let's see what others got to say. Good cigar, but a little more heavy than advertised. I agree. This is more of a medium body cigar than a mild cigar. I will agree with that. Very good budget smoke. Always taste and draw above their price. So someone bought a box. First one out of the box, the wrapper unraveled. After some care in the humidor, the rest smoked well. I just bought a single off of the 2 for $10. Excellent cigar, mild, good, everyday cigar. Told y'all you can smoke one of these every day. Someone compared this to a 5 Vegas Gold. Flavor is medium and excellent, and no wood, as in 5 Vega Gold. I think they meant 5 Vegas. I will not buy the 5 Vegas Gold again. Started out bland, but got much better halfway through the cigar. I feel like the smoke at least on mine, has been consistent throughout. So I would disagree with that. Plenty of people, good stick for the money, nice morning smoke. This is not a mild cigar or a strong smoke. For me, it's just right. The burn is steady and relight is rare, which I would agree with. You do not have to work to enjoy this cigar. Enjoyable. I think that's one of the better individual reviews here that sums up, if you're going to sum up the cigar in a sentence. Excellent smoke. So, man, that's all I got, man. I don't want to make this too long. I appreciate you guys checking me out. You can find me on Instagram or Twitter. I don't post much on Twitter, but Instagram and Twitter at whateverman, WHATEVA_man. Like my videos, comment. If you've smoked one and you want to share your opinion, please do. Share my videos, like my videos, comment. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed to my channel. I do cigars, cigar talk all the time. And that's going to be something that I continue to do even as my channel evolves. I talk cigars, I talk boxing, I talk life in general. I talk a little bit about cars, so, you never know what flavor you're going to get over here. But that's all I got, man. Salute, and I'm gone.